Okay, you've seen what the Outlaws looks like.
Now we're going to show you how to play.
We could just read the rules and point to the cards.
But we think the best way to learn a new game is to just jump right in and start playing.
So grab a seat and let's get started.
Alright, first you're going to shuffle the deck and deal out 6 stacks face down. You'll give everybody 12 loot to get them started. Now, we're using the super fancy token bank because it's awesome. If you don't have one, no problem, just stack your tokens in a pile and you'll be fine.
Almost. Ha!
Alright, once you've got your 6 stacks, you're gonna lift them all face up, and that'll create your town. Make sure you leave a little space between each of the stacks so you can reach in there and grab them.
Now we're leaving space clear on the sides of the town for our hideouts.
This is my hideout.
This is my hideout. That's your hideout.
Alright, turns are simple. Every turn you can either hire a character, do a job, or report a tip. Since you're the youngest, you gotta start us off. First, you'll need to build a posse. So go ahead and hire a character. Which one do you want?
That one? Good call. This is Bobby Ketchum Preacher. Used to hold a sermon every week, but all that talk about sin warped his mind.
It costs you $4, which you can see up there in the corner. So you're gonna go ahead and pay that money into the bank and move Bobby into your posse.
Now Bobby has 2 smarts, 0 power, and 1 will. He also has 2 hearts, which is going to be really handy when you start doing jobs.
Alright. Looks like carries on to me, and I need to build a posse too, so I'm going to go ahead and hire a character as well. I will pick up for $3.
Ooh,
Joseph McCoy, the kid. Heard Jelly once dropped the milk coach in just 5 minutes.
Yay!
I like the fast ones.
I am also going to hire a character, and I'm going with the choice. I'm going to hire myself. Kristi Yules, bottom up. Ain't too sure if she got the name from drinking or her skirts. Yeah, that's me. And 2 to the bank, and that's your turn. You have 2 smarts. No.
Yeah,
two
2
smarts.
points of smarts, 0 power, and 1 point of will. Now, it doesn't look like there's any jobs that you can do with those stats.
So you can still hire a character or report a tip.
At this point in the game, you probably want to bulk up your posse. So, I would hire another character. Which one do you want?
That one? Okay. This is Nellie Chadwell 6 Gun. Nellie's a firm believer that 1 gun just ain't enough.
Alright, so you pay the $3 into the bank, you take Nellie and add her to your posse, and play carries on. Alright, I've only got the 1 character. He gives me 2 smarts, 1 power, and 0 will. Again, we got no jobs on the board that'll do that. Makes sense because it's hard to do a job single-handedly. So I'm going to work on building up my posse as well. So I'm going to go ahead and drop $1 to pick up Harry Bryant, the bear. That name ain't his size. That's what was chasing him.
And that makes it my turn, and can't do a job yet, but I really want to build up my posse as well, and I am short on power, because, I'm weak. So I am going to hire Walter Watson, Babyface. Only man I've seen go into a bank to rob it and come out with a wife. For $3.
Alright.
Hire, not buy.
Right, that would be wrong. Alright, back to your turn. Now, your posse as a total has 2 points in smarts, 0 points in power, and 3 points in will. Now, if you look across the town, you can see that that means that your posse together, you can do the lost cart job. So let's go ahead and do that, get things rolling.
Oh yeah.
Now, the lost cart, of course it looks abandoned. That's how I know they're hiding the good stuff in it. So you go ahead and you move that job down into your hideout. Then you just line up the stats with the cards of your characters. Now you can pull this job off with just Bobby, Or you can also send Nellie. That's up to your choice. If you leave her in her hideout, she's safe, won't take any damage if you roll some hits. But if you send her with, she might be able to help absorb damage so you don't lose Bobby if you make a horrible, horrible roll.
Now, because they both have 2 extra hearts, I'd say you probably want to take them both with you.
That sounds like a plan to me. Alright, so you're going to send both of your characters out to raid the lost cart. Now up here in the top corner of the job, it tells you the risk factor. This is how many dice you get to roll when you do that job. The lost cart is only 1, so you roll 1 die.
Woo!
Looks like you rolled 1 loot, so you're going to take a loot from the bank and add it to your stash.
Well done!
Nicely done. Alright, job is over, so the lost cart gets discarded. Your characters stay in your hideout because nobody died, and the turn moves on.
What you gonna do?
Alright, well, it looks like I've got a total of 2 points of smarts, 2 points of power, and no will at all. So there's no job I can do on the board.
You're a will-less bunch.
Yeah, there's also no characters that give me will on the board. So I'm gonna save my loot for when one of them pops up. That leaves me 1 thing left, and that's to report a tip. So I'm gonna go ahead and let the sheriff know about Mel's cargo coach. I'm gonna let the sheriff know that he may not have quite enough guards. So we'll take that job, we'll discard it, and I will collect 1 loot as a reward for reporting the tip.
Nice, okay. Now I have 1 point of smarts, 2 power, and 1 will. 1, 2, 1. And I can do a job.
Alright.
I'm going for Cherry's Saloon. Of course we'll get away with it. It's not like everybody knows your name.
Nice.
Alright, so I have to send everybody, and I've only got 1 extra heart here, so this might be bad. But we're gonna do it anyway.
So.
Oh! So I rolled 2 dice. And rep! Come on, rep!
No
Big
hits.
name!
No hits!
Oh!
Yes!
Oh!
That's what I like to see.
Ouch! So I'm gonna take 2 points of damage because everybody knew my name.
Yep. You did make up with 1 point of loot.
Which is good because somebody is gonna get to live. Let's see. Do I kill myself? Oh, that's really hard.
Alright, so you gotta assign both of those points to your characters. You can put them wherever you want on the characters that actually went on the job.
Everybody went, and so right now I gotta choose who I'm gonna kill. And I think I get to live only because I'm sentimental. I don't want to kill myself.
So you've covered both of the hearts on Walter.
Yep.
His last heart got covered by a hit. That means he is dead. He gets discarded with that job.
Sorry, Walter, but I made off with cash, so you know.
Hey, that'll work.
And play passes. What are you gonna do?
All right, you've got 2 points of smarts, no power, and 3 points of will.
Ooh.
And it looks like there's no jobs currently. We're still early in the game, so it's not that big a surprise. At this point, you're either gonna want to report a tip or hire in another posse member to get you going.
Let's see, with 203, I don't see anybody who's gonna help you out.
Yeah, there's nobody on the board that's got any power that you need, so you're probably gonna report a tip. Which card do you want to get rid of?
Pony Express? Okay.
All right.
Ouch.
You went ahead and you told the sheriff Pony Express may not be as well guarded. He assigned a couple deputies and gave you a reward.
Now that did reveal somebody with power, so let's hope that stays around for your next turn. Shea, your go.
All right. So on my turn, I've got 2 smarts, 2 power, and no will at all. But there is somebody on the board who will get me will.
Ooh.
So I'm going to go ahead and drop $3 to hire
Ooh, Papa.
John Fields. Papa. He lets all the kids call him Papa. It's easier to sort out which ones are his. So I paid the money to the bank, I added John to my posse, and play passes on.
Now I am, once again, I find myself short on power because I happened to kill all of my power last time. So let's see, I think I want Ida Younger to come over to my posse. I am going to hire Ida, not Ida,
Right.
for 3.
All right.
And Ida blew up her own house just to get out paying the taxes. That's my kind of posse.
Yes, it is.
And play passes.
Alright. And it looks like you got lucky. Jose Sanchez is still available, and he's going to give you a couple points of power. You needed to do some jobs, so go ahead and hire him. You'll pay those $3 into the bank. Move Jose into your posse.
Jose Sanchez Diablo. Rumor has it the devil's just borrowing the name from Jose. Ooh.
No, that sounds like a bad outlaw.
It does.
All
Shea,
right.
that's to you.
Brings it back to me. So I've got 3 smarts, 2 power, and 2 will. Is there anything on the board I can do?
Yes.
Looks like there is. So I'm going to go ahead and do the job. Moonshine Madness. Can't be too hard to steal that secret still. Just be careful with all them fumes. Alright, so I move that job down into my hideout, and then I assign characters. Looks like in order to do this job, I have to send Joseph on it because he's got my smarts. He also covers the requirements for the power here. All I need to do is find a character with some will. Harry doesn't have any, so I can leave him safe in my hideout, and I will send John Fields along with Joseph to go raid that secret still.
Got no extras. This is risky.
That's alright. I like the risk. Alright, the job gives me a risk factor of 2, so I get to roll 2 dice when I'm doing this job. And I get to really, really hope that I don't roll any hits.
Hit, kill them
I
all!
just need some rep. Oh, looks like I got both. Alright, so I've got 2 points of rep. I collect those from the bank, which puts me in the lead because this is what it takes to win the game. So I take my 2 points of reputation, and I take my 2 hits that I rolled on the other die. I don't like that other die over there. I might have to replace that one. Alright, now hits are only assigned to the people who win on the jobs. Each one only has 1 heart, so I've got to assign a hit to each of those characters. Both of them have all their hearts covered up, which means they have both died on that job.
Ouch.
That's probably why I built up the rep there, though. Alright, and your turn.
And I see a job that I can do. I am going to do the bicycle job. Who cares what we'll do with them? They've got to be the easiest thing in town to steal. Bicycle job. Alright, so I need to send both of my characters on this because me alone doesn't have the power to take a bicycle. Wow.
Hey, you made the card.
That is a sad, sad state of affair. Alright, it is a risk of 1, so hopefully everybody won't die, but it's still a possibility.
Come on, die.
No!
Yes.
Rep! Oh, loot! I will take loot. I will take it.
So collect your loot from the bank. Nobody dies, so just the job gets discarded.
Perfect.
Brings it back to your turn.
Let's see. You've got 2 smarts, 2 power, and 4 will. Wow, will bunch.
All right. Looks like there is a job you can do. You don't have any rep yet, so I think you want to go on that job.
Yeah. Prospector's pillage. We'll be rich beyond belief, assuming they actually found some gold, that is.
Alright, so in order to do this job, it's going to take 1 point of smarts. The only character you got with smarts is Bobby, so you've got to send him on it. It's going to take 2 points of power. The only person you got with 2 points of power is Jose, so he's going on that job too. Takes 3 points of will. Between Bobby and Jose, you've only got 2, so you've got to send everybody.
Uh-oh.
Alright, good news is you gotta roll 3 dice for this job.
Is that good or scary?
A little bit of both, but that's the point. Go ahead and roll those dice.
Alright. You can do it! Woo!
Hey, nicely done. Alright, looks like on that job you found 3 loot, and you did it with enough style to win yourself 2 points of rep.
I guess those
Loot
prospectors
gets added to your
did
stash,
find something.
and that rep brings you up to a tie.
Oh.
And better yet, nobody died.
Nobody died. How do you do that?
I don't know, but I would like to find out.
Shea, your go.
Okay, so all I have in my posse is Harry. He gives me 1 point of power. There's not a job around that's gonna take that little stats.
You
So
almost
I
passed.
better go and hire some people. I got $6, so I need people that are gonna give me anything except power. And that's gonna be, you know what, let's pick up Alice Hall. All in. Ain't never seen her lose a hand. Ain't never seen her win neither. She's gonna cost me $3, so I will pay that to the bank, take my change, add Alice to my posse, and the turn moves on.
2 smarts, 2 power, 1 will. And oh, is that for me? That is for me.
Oh.
New ranch raid. They didn't even put up the first building. How hard could it be? Those aren't last words. I don't know what were.
Let's find out.
And, you know, I think I am not going to kill my whole posse. I am
All right.
just going on this all solo.
Okay.
All right. One die. Here we go. Woo!
Oh!
I am in the game.
With a point of rep. You did not die.
Thankfully. Whew. That's close.
The job gets discarded and play passes to you.
All right, you've got 2 smarts, 2 power, and 4 will still.
You have 4. Looks like the only job out there takes a little bit more smarts than you've got at the moment. You do have a ton of loot.
Oh, and somebody who is going to be great for your smarts. You want to hire Joe? Sounds good. Joe Jones, the gentleman. The only one to ever hold up a train with them.
Okay, so apparently cameras take batteries, and when they die, they stop filming. So let's catch you up on all the stuff you missed. We've made it through most of the town. You can see that 3 of those stacks have run out and not been replenished. I'm sitting on 6 rep and 2 loot. I've got 3 people left in my posse.
I've got 6 rep and no loot with 2 people in my posse.
And you've got 8 rep, 4 loot, and 3 people in your posse.
And it is your turn.
Alright, so you've got 2 smarts, 4 power, 2 will. That is enough to do either of the jobs on the board. Which one do you want to do?
That one? Good job.
Alright, so you're going to do the Ghost Ranch. You don't really believe in all that haunted house stuff, do you? And that job takes 2 points of will to accomplish. You're going to have to send at least Jose and Laura on that job.
And that covers everything else. Did you want to send extra hearts just in case? Yeah, good call.
Alright. Now the risk on that Ghost Ranch is only 1, so roll 1 die.
And... oh!
One
good
hit.
thing you sent Bulldog with you.
Alright, looks like that extra hit can go to Bulldog. Nobody actually died. That job is over.
Alright, thanks to you. Do you got the mystery barrels or the Santa Fe Railway?
You know, I don't think I do. I've only got 2 smarts, 1 power, 2 will. It's not enough to do either of those jobs. It's the end of the game, so let's make sure that nobody else does them either. I'm going to go ahead and call in a tip on that Santa Fe Railway.
Nice.
Collect my loot, and that's your turn.
That was a wrong call because I couldn't do the Santa Fe Railway, but I surely can do the mystery barrel.
Oh!
So, I am only going to send Miss Lizzie Lopez because it's the end of the game and I just want my rep.
Alright.
So, here we go. 1 die. Woo!
2 reps. Nicely done.
Okay.
I think that brings you up tied for first.
That brings me up to 8. And 8. Oh, it is a tie.
Alright, there's only 1 card left after we discover these mystery barrels.
Thank you.
There's only 1 card left. It's not a job you can do, so you can't earn any more rep. Doesn't do you any good to build your posse because you're taking the last turn of the game, so you might as well call in a tip, let the sheriff know that Mary Garcia's in town. He'll go pick her up, pay you 1 loot as a reward, and that does it. The town is run completely out of cards. At this point, all we do is total up that rep and see who won.
5, 6, 7, and 8. So we have a tie for first.
I only had 6, so I lost.
And the way we resolve ties is how much loot you have, and you have a whole lot more than me.
Alright, so it looks like the tiebreaker gives the game to you. Nicely done.